Are you ready to uncover the darkest secrets of the minions, those little yellow beings who have always made us laugh? In this video, we're going to dive into a story so dark and disturbing that you will never see Despicable Me the same way again. The truth behind these adorable creatures might just end your childhood once and for all. If you have the courage, stay here and discover what's hidden in the shadows. But remember, once you know, there's no going back. You are on the Horse Animated channel, and I am very happy that you are here. In 2010, Despicable Me hit theaters and quickly charmed audiences around the world. With charismatic characters, the film earned a special place in people's hearts, becoming a global phenomenon and spawning several sequels. But what makes the Minions, those little yellow creatures, so unique and beloved? With their denim overalls, iconic goggles, and a language that only they understand, these little henchmen of villains spark a lot of curiosity. Where did the Minions come from, after all? What is the real story behind them, and could it have something to do with World War II? Various theories circulate, and today we will explore these intriguing and even dark possible origins. Only one theory is true, and when Minions: The Rise of Gru hit theaters, various speculations about the Minions' origins began to circulate on the internet. One of the most impactful theories was shared by the channel Universo Osoro. This theory suggests that the Minions are the result of terrible medical experiments conducted during World War II. Indeed, at that time, numerous cruel experiments were carried out on human beings. Simultaneously with the spread of this theory, photos surfaced on the web showing people in uniforms strikingly similar to those of the Minions. Look at this image. We can see an impressive resemblance to the design of our little yellow friends. This led many to believe that the Minions were, in fact, Jewish children kidnapped by the Nazis for forced labor. But why do so many people cling to this theory, even knowing it's false? Perhaps it's because of Gru himself. Gru is a villain, and the Minions are his loyal helpers. However, this theory is unfounded, and the truth about the photo is quite different. The image actually dates back to the early 20th century and shows divers in primitive suites preparing for their activities. So what is the true origin of the Minions? Sergio Pablos, the creator and screenwriter of Despicable Me, clarified everything in an interview. He revealed that the inspiration for the Minions came while he was watching a documentary about underwater suits in the UK. And that's how he got the brilliant idea that brought to life the Minions we know and love today. The creator of the Minions revealed something intriguing. He wanted these characters to be more endearing than scary, so he imagined small capsule-shaped creatures with round gray goggles. According to the film's lore, the Minions evolved from a single strand of mutant DNA, transforming into unicellular organisms. But hold on to your curiosity, because there's much more to discover about the origin of these adorable yellow characters. Imagine a typical Minion. It's about 105 centimeters tall, with little feet that are just 3.4 centimeters long. Curious, isn't it? But here's something even more surprising. The creator's original idea was that the Minions would be enormous and fierce, almost like orcs. However, if the Minions had been giant brutes, we might never have sympathized with Gru so much. This interesting fact was shared by Pat on Coffin, a talented French animator and director who worked on Despicable Me alongside Chris. He explained that the best way to endear the audience to Gru was to surround him with small and clumsy creatures. Speaking of unique characteristics, have you noticed that Bob has differently colored eyes? This is due to a rare condition that causes each eye to have a different color. And you know what's even more impressive? Thanks to their special characteristics, Minions can even survive in outer space. The Minions possess incredible abilities. Thanks to their special features, they can go long periods without air, withstand freezing temperatures, and even survive in outer space without oxygen, as we saw in Despicable Me. Basically, they are almost indestructible. No wonder Gru loves them. But here's the dark side. These adorable yellow beings also have a history of destruction. Yes, the Minions have caused many deaths, both of people and animals. In the first movie, we learned that these characters have an obsession with serving the world's greatest villains. And although they have no trouble finding new masters, the truth is that many of their bosses met a tragic end due to the Minions' disastrous mistakes. For example, one day they exposed a vampire to the sun, sealing his fate. On another occasion, a T-Rex dinosaur ended up falling into a volcano because of them. This isn't due to any inherent evil, but rather their complete lack of common sense. So why is Gru still alive? It's simple. He is the shrewdest of all the bosses they've ever had, and the Minions seem determined to stick with him to the end. Here's a fascinating tidbit. The Minions speak a unique language that is a mix of real words. That's right, the Minions language, called Minionese, was carefully created by the franchise's developers. If you listen closely, you'll notice that they use real words from various languages. Their language is a crazy combination of words borrowed from English, French, Italian, Spanish, and even Korean. For example, they have Spanish expressions like para ti, meaning for you, and casamiento, which means marriage. In Korean, they say hana, dul, set, meaning 1, 2, 3. Even the Russian da, meaning yes, is in their vocabulary. And of course, we can't forget the iconic word banana. But do you know how many minions there are in total? There are many for sure, but the official number is 899. Now, imagine having all these minions living with Gru and his family. Sharing a house with 899 minions would be truly crazy. All of their voices are dubbed by the talented Pierre Coffin. Despite being officially 899, the poster for the second film shows no less than 10,400 minions together. And the most interesting thing is that there are only 48 possible design combinations for them, as this includes variations in height, body shape, hair, short, long, spiky, combed, or bald, and the number of eyes, 1 or 2. Finally, have you ever wondered how the minions actually came about? In reality, the Minions are a creation of the talented art director Eric Guillon, but the films also gave us a fascinating glimpse into the origin of these little creatures. In Despicable Me Minion Mayhem, we find out that they were created by humans using a special ray that transforms people into minions. However, a short film presents us with a different version. The minions originated from a single strand of mutant DNA. How this transformation resulted in an army of 899 minions is still a mystery. But in the end, the minions are more like us than we might imagine. When they're not getting into trouble with villains, they lead pretty ordinary lives. Believe it or not, they even go to the dentist. Yes, you heard right. In the first Despicable Me movie, the minions had crooked teeth, but in the second movie, their teeth were perfectly straight. And that's the magic of the minions. They can be extraordinary and, at the same time, incredibly ordinary. So, did you know all these curiosities about the minions? What else would you like to know about these adorable yellow creatures? Which theory about their origin do you find most interesting? Leave your answers in the comments, and if you liked this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news. Your opinion is very important to us, so tell us, who is your favorite minion and why? We look forward to hearing what you think. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video, where we'll bring you even more curiosities and mysteries from the world of the minions and much more. See you then.